everyone! Hi, I'm Holly, if you didn't already know that. I bet you did though, because you're probably subscribed. If you haven't, you should right now. Or like this video, you haven't even watched it yet. So it's cold out because it's winter and I hate it. I've had about enough of the cold. I'm actually warm enough right now to be wearing a t-shirt. Most of the time, I'm wearing a sweater. Although it doesn't stop me from running. I went running this morning. It wasn't as cold as it's been, so I took that opportunity and went. Yesterday, however, I went running. It was probably nicer than it was today, but there was a lot of ice, and I was really mindful of the ice, but it did not matter because I managed to find some, and I fell, and it was embarrassing. Minnie has a really nice bruise on it. It's like all colorful and stuff. It's awesome. Speaking of winter, not that long ago I did a video on things I hate about the winter. This video is on one of those things, just kind of continued. Driving. I don't like most drivers. Very rarely do I find a driver I do like, especially this time of the year. Parking lots are the devil. I hate them because, you know, I feel like you should just know how to navigate a parking lot. Like, for the most part, if there's my phone. For the most part, if there's a lot of cars everywhere, you don't drive through spaces and like weave. You stay to the lanes. And you don't speed through them, you slow down because it's not a freaking highway. If there's a parking lot that's big enough and there's no speed bumps, there's people freaking flying through it. Like, someone's gonna die. When you get to the back of the parking lot where it's usually empty, people just like, they drive out there and they get really slow and then we all slow down because no one knows where they're going. And I'm like, seriously, I'm trying to go that way, but you're directing your vehicle at me. So I'm gonna stop and let you figure out what the heck you're doing. I'm clearly going straight and you're just all over the place and it really bothers me. Another thing that bothers me is when you're driving and, you know, you're just cruising along doing maybe a little over the speed limit and someone goes flying past you and you're like, what the heck, buddy? And then you both end up at the stoplight at the same time. I'm like, really? What was the point? You just risked people's lives and potentially your license to make it to the stoplight the same time I did. Good job. They'll be like weaving in and out, not signaling. Not signaling. Use your signal. I've been waiting there for a while and this might be my opportunity. I could have went if you would have signaled a little sooner. Usually I wait though because some people signal, but they're not actually turning. And then that's a car accident waiting to happen. I hate car accidents. I've been in one, as I told you before. Truck ran a stop sign. This is my new favorite mug. My friend Karen got this for me for Christmas. And I love it because it's a perfect little elegant mug. The other kind of driver I hate, it's like the polar opposite of the driver that drives too fast and is an asshole, is the one that drives too slow. Not that long ago, there was a day, it was foggy out because it had snowed and it was warm, so you got that fog. But it wasn't like super, super bad. It was enough to be cautious, yes. But I got behind a guy doing 60 and an 80, and I almost lost my mind because it's too foggy for me to pass him because I can't see what's coming. And then he continued to do 60 all the way there, and I'm like, is that really that much more safe to do 60 instead of 80? Like, do maybe 70. And when it snows, apparently, people just forget everything. The ground's a little bit more slippery, you know, and your wheels don't grab the ground like they did before. So, you know, I always, because I'm driving a bigger vehicle, I always brake earlier than I would in a car because it takes a little bit more to stop. So I brake even earlier in the wintertime because I don't want to rear end someone. But not everyone does that, apparently. It's not just common knowledge to brake earlier in the winter. Rain, I hate driving in rain. I would rather drive in fog or snow or foggy snow than rain. Because rain impedes my vision, makes my eyes go weird, and then I can't see the lines, especially if it's at night and there's reflectingness. Oh, and those people that pull up into the parking lots and then they dump their ashtray on the ground. Like, that's acceptable. It's not. You're disgusting. Don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much my video, my rant about driving. If you've had a bad driving experience where you've had to deal with someone that just, you can't get your head around, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you because I'd love to hear from you. I'm not even going to go into more detail. Have a good day, and I will talk to you next time I post a video. Also, check out my website. I post blogs there sometimes. And videos. These videos. Links in the thinger. Ciao. Oh, another good thing that happened is I moved out of my parents' house, which was kind of like a big step. I mean, you go to college, but you live with roommates, but I'm like on my own now. And that was a huge deal until about 5 months in when I realized how much I did not like this apartment.